Correction. Maombi yangu ni 2027 isi turn up kama 207. Juu wenyewe mambo ya one term, two term ni ukabila mambo leo. Jenzi tushadividiwa. Chani likam ikatuchanganya. Na kama wa Kenya si usahau tu. Empowerment ikakam ikatudivide. Sasa tuko pamoja. Tumedividiwa. Tulisahau mission. Fighting corruption, accountability, na pia bad governance. 2027 imekaribia, lakini tumeanza upuzi. Badala ya kushikanisha vichwa zetu pamoja, tuchague good leaders. Ndio 2028 tusilie, tusitete, tusicomplain. Jenzi bwana, tuamuke. To fight corruption, to fight bad governance. Kenya iwe sambamba. Correction.
Today, it is on a very, very light notice. And I'm very glad that most of the youths in Kenya, especially the younger generations consisting of the Gen Z, the young millennials, are starting to see what our politicians truly are. And when I'm saying that, it is because these people, since the era of our colonialists and the people who came to colonize Africa, they simply used one really effective strategy which worked in their favor, and this was divide and rule. And using this, you could find the masses or the people, or even they called them their subjects, used to differ in everything, in opinions, called them, and this made the oppressors even gain much strength. And if we don't realize this, then we will continue in an endless cycle, which we as the people will continue to be oppressed, and the oppressors continue to gain and to take what is ours. I'm your host, Anonymous Whistleblower. Kindly consider subscribing if you're new, and let's dive in to what really matters. Now, I usually follow some people on TikTok and other social media platforms like X, Facebook, and I really want to know how the Kenyan people think, how the Kenyan people relate with the government, how the Kenyan people perceive the people who they chose as their leaders. And now, it is very, very openly, and every person can see it, that some people are not discontented by our leaders, but some are very disassociated, are very, far away, and their mentality is slowly drifting to lone thinkers. And when I'm saying lone thinkers, I mean that people are starting to think independently, without the pressure of other people, without the influence of people who have, political muscles, or without going in favor of any political candidate. And I came across this video of MC Skuma, and I've started seeing that Kenyans are going in the right direction, because I made a video recently about Patelo and D, who happens to be a couple, which trended for the last few months, maybe if not days. And the reason why they were trending is because of the extravagant marriage, or the extravagant wedding they had. But I said this, that marriage maybe could be a scam. You never know. But it is not in my place to say that it is a scam. Like, I just wanted to highlight and point out some issues that I thought that could lead to further division of the young generation. Me, honestly speaking, I wish them the best with their marriage and their endeavors. So if you want to watch the video, you can please go to my channel and watch the video and what I had to say. But the main reason I said in that video is there is this narrative of East Side and West Side. And if you know that already when you say East Side versus West Side, that is already a point of division, where some people will side with the East Side, where they are coming from, or they feel more affiliated there, or they feel home, and there are the other people who will tend to go to the west side. Maybe they came from there, they feel affiliated to people from there, maybe they have some relatives, and so this will bring animosity to both sides. And I can give you a good example of a rapper who we all knew, and this was the early 90s. There was this rapper by the name of Makaveli, Tupac Shakur, and he had some beef with Biggie, and this brought up all this East Coast and West Coast debacle and chaos. So when I see this, when our politicians come and say one term, two term, this is another way to divide Kenyans, and we will remain the same, divided. Whatsoever or whoever who comes into power, that is their only strategy to keep the masses under control. And if you can't see this, then you can't see anything. I can say you are blind, because vision doesn't take someone who has an eyesight to see. And this thing, if Kenyans don't wake up, because there are some people who tend to catch up very fast, but there are some who will still lag behind, and they will still follow propaganda from the government, propaganda from the political class, and that is a great injustice to the revolution that Kenya is making. Because if you see most developed countries, there are some things they usually don't even speak about. So we need to come together and see these people trying to use divide and rule, how we will take them home, or maybe do some Nepal thing. I'm not advocating for any type of coup or anything, but we need a revolution, we need things to work. I've been your host, Anonymous Whistleblower. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Till the next one, cheers.
Correction. Maombi yangu ni 2027 isi turn up kama 207. Juu wenyewe mambo ya one term, two term ni ukabila mambo leo. Jenzi tushadivaidiwa. Chani likam ikatuchanganya, na kama Wakenya si usahau tu. Empowerment kakam ikatudivide. Sasa tuko pamoja, tumedivaidiwa. Tulisahau mission, fighting corruption, accountability, na pia bad governance. 2027 imekaribia, lakini tumeanza upuzi. Badala ya kushikanisha vichwa zetu pamoja, tuchague good leaders. Ndio 2028 tusilie, tusitete, tusicomplain. Jenzi bwana, tuamuke. To fight corruption, to fight bad governance. Kenya iwe sambamba. Correction.
Stand by in 3, 2, 1, go.